Hi, Julie Torrance here. So I've got the book all Mod Podged up. I used Mod Podge Matte Mate. First time I ever used it. It's a plaid product, and I think it came out just fine. Now I did read, I'm going to set this aside. I did read on the jar that if you want it to truly be a sealer, there's like multiple steps, putting layer on, sanding it, that kind of stuff. But I think for this purpose, it's just fine. I pulled this out of my scraps, and it's a piece of corrugated cardboard, and I want to make a topper for this. So hopefully we'll get to that today. And what I did while you were away, besides fold the cover up, is on the sheets that are from my winter collection, which you can find at PM Artist Studios, I just took and I inked the edges. And I inked them with my aquamarine, this color. And I think they came out great. I still have the cobalt nearby because we may wish we had it. So honestly, I think the next step is just to sew this guy up. So let's sew it. I already worked on all of the blank sheets that I wanted to either stamp or use a stencil on. And this time I just stamped. So I think we're ready to sew her in. So how are you? What's going on in your world? We've got snow. I'm just giving this 4 clamps. One thing I like about the mat is at this point, everything's not so slippery. Normally, I'm having a hard time with these pages, but so far, not so much. Oh, these hands of mine. Okay, there we go. And Gail Agostinelli is one of the journal makers that I like to watch. And she's the one that talks about using the 4 clamps, and it does make it feel so much more secure when you're trying to get this set in here so that you can sew it. But my hands are not working the best today. That's okay. We'll get her. There we go. If I quit working on things like this because of my hands, I would never get it done. I've got some blue thread. Get my needle. And I just went and picked out needles that had a big eye. If you hear kind of some noises, we've got weather going on. So you're going to hear all kinds of different things. All right, I'm going to set this aside for a moment. Yeah, where is the side, huh? Okay. And I like this is a multicolor. That might have been good, but we're working with a lot of blue, so I'm going to stick with the blue. I stitched it up in blue around the edge of the cover. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and that turns out to be just plenty. And this is a waxed thread that came with the kit that I got for bookbinding, and that came with the thread. It came with needles, but the needles are all these C-shaped needles, and I wasn't really sure how to use them. So I went ahead and got the straight needles. It came with the awl that we're going to use to punch this out. Got my needle threaded, and I'm just using my glue book that I glue, and that's how I punch my holes. All right, I'm going to look at what I think is just about the middle, give it a punch through, and make the hole a little bigger. And now I like to go about 1 inch from each side. Let's bring this up. There. Might be 1.5 inches. I don't have any particularly small papers in there, so I'm not worried about catching all of the little papers like I have in other journals. I'm going to bring this up. When you have both ends up like I'm trying to do here, you tend to get the middle of the spine a lot better. Okay. And there we go. All right. I think we're good. Now I'm going to start threading this is a 3-hole pamphlet. I'm going to start threading from the inside because I want the bow to be on the inside. So I'm just going in the middle. And like I said, the hands, that's all right. Keep going. There we go. And a generous tail. Now I'm going to come up and I can still see through. Oh boy. Yeah. Don't lose hope. There we go. I've got to get a tool. There we go. And brought that through. Now I'm going to go all the way across to the other end. And you'll see a lot of different configurations. And I'm just going straight up in the back. And I did not split any of my threads. If you split a thread, you'll just feel your needle want to stall. And it's fine. Just back it up and go at it again. Okay. We are there. Set my needle aside, but don't lose it. Now, I want to make sure these are tight. They're not. So I want to give them a pull. They're nice and tight. Now I want one thread. See this one in the middle? I want one thread on the right side and one thread on the left side. So I'm just going to weave this one through. And I'll tighten it back up again. There we go. So now I'm on each side. Give it a nice tighten. You don't want to rip your paper, but you want it snug. And I'm just going to give it a knot. And another knot. And one more. There she is. Now I can always trim these. I can put a little charm. I can do whatever I want. I am going to trim this one. This one's a bit taken over and I've got big loops. So if I need to adjust it, I still can. Okay. Now I am going to get this kit back and put the things away because, as I say, I will lose them just as sure as can be. So there's my... That doesn't go in there. Here's my thread. We had another thread out here. It's in there. The aw. And good. Set that aside. Okay. Once I get the journal stitched in, it feels like I am just milestones ahead of where I was before. I don't know why. It just feels that way to me. Take these guys off. Okay, now I'm going to just get these out of the way. Sorry for my arm. And now I'm going to go through this and just kind of ease all these papers. Now I did not round the corners, not because I'm lazy, but because I have such a variety of papers in here. And I know some of them, they would be hard to do the corners on because they're just so soft, like this sheet here. This is just like, I don't know, feels like fabric, really. But I don't think it would hold up to being punched. I think it would just want to tear. And you could see, here's one that I did the edges. I think we've got a nice variety going. Here's going to be a fun page. Okay. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? I'm liking it. And it feels like winter to me. It really does. I like having a piece of tracing paper in there. I think it's a nice texture and it makes things look different. And here's our middle. But I'm going to keep going and get all these folded nice. So we are having snow. They're saying 6 inches. If it keeps up like it is, and we've got at least 2 out there now, then yeah, could happen. This is our first significant snow of the year, and I am loving it. The pond really isn't even froze yet. The snow is just kind of sitting on top, but it's sticking. The snow plows and the snow blowers are all going here where I live, so, and they've already salted a couple times. Isn't this pretty? Oh, and we're going to have fun here, huh? All right. Okay. We're getting there. And here we are. Okay, good. All right. Well, now I made some tags and pockets and things on my own that I've got in winter themes. I had made a master board. So we've done that so many times together that I thought, well, it will be okay. And I did use like this pine cone and holly leaves. Those are from my collection. So we're going to be seeing more from my collection. But let's think about what we want. I kind of want maybe a special pocket here, and I don't really know if I have one yet, but let's take a look. Well, this, here I say that, and then this is a pocket that has a window, so that's kind of special. It's primarily book page, and it's sitting on book page. Does that matter? I don't know. The piece that's showing through there is from my summer collection. Oh, I say let's put it down. Okay. I think it's nice, and I like that winter goose. And this is from a envelope that had a window. I've got a video on just making window pockets. That's a lot of fun. Now this journal is going to be in my giveaway. So what about the giveaway? Well, the giveaway is going to be when I hit 1,000 subscribers. I'm just under 840. So we're so close. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing today. It's a great day to subscribe and doesn't cost anything. So help me out. And as we move along, that's kind of lifting. And I wonder if it's the Mod Podge. Well, I don't know, but I'm going to grab one of these clips. Give that a clip. I don't think I can clip it on these other sides. A little glue squished out. Okay. Now, how about this page? Let's see. I've got some little pockets that I thought could be fun. Won't those look nice there? Let's do that. Maybe stagger them a little bit. Okay, let's get these on. Now, some of the decorating that I have on here, they're images that I did on AI, artificial intelligence, and it's a program. The one I use is from Bing, and the engine that it uses, I think that's what it's called, the engine, is, let's get this on, is Doll-E, and it's like DOLL space E, and then maybe there's a number after it, like 3. But anyway, just go to Bing and you'll find it. But the thing is, you cannot use it for commercial gain. They don't want you to sell the images. But since this is going to be a giveaway, we're fine, right? Now, I did put these under a book to help flatten them out. So that should be helping us. These little flowers are from my winter collection. I kind of like them lined up. I think I'm going to go with that. Art glitter glue. I did this masterboard on a one-sided sheet of scrapbook paper. So it's kind of cardstocky. Because at the time that I was making the masterboard, I didn't know if I was going to be doing, let's get this all, I didn't know if I was going to be doing tags that I would want to be able to write on the other side or what. If you could see what I see, this is big flakes, but they don't seem heavy. They're flitting and flying around. It's so fun. I'm so excited. I mean, I hope you can tell because we just haven't had snow and I don't work tonight. So I'm not worried about not being able to drive. I drive 50 miles to my job and it's on the expressway, but it can get tough in weather like this. Okay. Alrighty. Keep going here. Isn't this pretty? This is a gel print that I did. And we decorated this page together. And I think I'm going to just leave it for now. And this. One of the things I didn't make, and maybe we'll make it today, I didn't make a belly band. So now this is a small pocket. This is a bigger pocket. And I decorated that up with my printables. Pine cone flower and a sprig. Nice, huh? And then these little labels I did with the AI. I'll show you. Can you see? Okay. Let's get some glue on this. The snow is coming kind of from the east. And so the lake, when we get lake effect snow, well, that lake is on the west. So I don't think that the weathermen are going to have as hard of a time with how much snow we're going to get, that prediction, because when it's lake effect, it's anybody's guess. And they will tell you that right on the television. You know, we're going to get 6 inches plus whatever the lake gives us. But I'm about a 20-minute drive to Lake Michigan, I would say. Less if we could go just straight like a crow, but no. We definitely feel the effects of it, though. Okay. And this is shimmery, and this has some shimmer to it, so I just really like it. All right. We're going to need writing space. I'm going to just skip there for now. Love the birds. Here's another gel print. I wouldn't mind a little something with these birds. Let's see here. I've got some pockets in here that I didn't decorate yet. And I know that this is pink. And I kind of like that. Let's do that. I like this pink. I have pink flowers in the winter collection, and that's why I made one of my masterboards with kind of a pink theme. Okay. All right, cute birds. yeah. Here's another pocket that has pink that I made. I did not do this journal with the idea of Victorian or with kind of an antique look, vintage. No, not really. I kind of, the people that I put in there, they're dressed modern in my opinion. So using the AI is a lot of fun. What you tell it to do and what it does is always kind of a mystery. All right, now here is some of my fussy cuts from my collection. And I thought we can, see this has pine cones and things. We could decorate just like this. Maybe one not quite so big. Maybe this one. Oh, see, I just love that. Okay, let's do that. I'm gonna get a couple of flowers, and let's get some flowers that have some pink in them. I grabbed up a bunch here. Some wintry flowers. And here's a leaf. And I think another leaf would be good. Can you see? There's so many pokey things in here because of the pine needles that they just kind of stick together. Okay, I like that. Let's get those down. Oh, everything's sliding. That's okay. All right. I'm gonna find a way to get this out of our way and get my glue book over here, and let's get this pine cone. We'll start with the pine cone. Here's my art glitter glue. Let's get the lid on it before it glues itself shut. You know it will. Oh yeah, see? Oh my goodness, my goodness. Okay, we're not gonna play with this. Let's get that out of there and get a nice clean pin. I find that if you can't get the pin in your art glitter glue, sometimes it's just that the pin has gotten awfully gluey. So you can just, and look, slid right in. But is it in? Yeah, it's in the glue. Okay, where were we? Oh, okay, you know what? Now that I've done that. Do you see how this is all these pokey edges? That will tear up my glue stick. So I'm going to go ahead and use art glitter glue on this one. It's kind of like a doily for me when I try to glue these down. So PM Artist Studios, they have lives multiple times a week, but just go to their .com, pmartiststudio.com, and if you go under printables, and you can just hit like the index for the page, for the .com page, and then you'll see all the different categories, and you can do printables. And then there is my collection, and this one is like Winter Wonderland. Okay, oh, I love that. All right, let's get a couple of these leaves down. Let me know in the comments what you're thinking. I'm very interested. I'm going to get the sideways flower here first. Couple of leaves. Now, if you have my fall or my summer collection, these leaves, these flowers, they're not the same. I made these more pastel, a lot of blue, pink for an accent, and lots of snowflakes, lots of pine cones, think I want to put this here. But if you have my other collections, they still go because it's my style, you know, so you can mix and match. I just glued this flower right down onto the glue book. Let's see if we can, there we go. Oh, that looks good to me. Doesn't that look sweet? Okay, what about this? What can we put on there? Now here's a flower that's blue and pink. And here's a flower that's blue. I like that. And maybe some of these wrinkly leaves. And I see a little bud that I'm going to grab. Okay, there we have it. Let's get these glued on. Start out with the leaves. Now my kits are on sale, so it's a good time to consider. I don't know how long they'll be on sale. I really don't. But take a look. There's full journal pages. There's that little bud. Let's get the other leaf on. So what is your winter day doing? Today is January 9, 2024. Let's get the bigger flower on. Can you have flowers in winter? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. I'm showing you how. Some of the most beautiful floral arrangements that I've seen come out of a florist shop were winter. They were designed for winter. And, you know, they've got some evergreens and pine cones and things like that. But they've got flowers. You bet they do. All right. I am happy with that. Let me know what you think. But I think that page looks really pretty. Maybe on this page, we'll just do some decorating. Maybe use this big one here. And then I've got some evergreen trees. Let's get a couple of those. Oh, I'm so sorry. There, let's get a couple evergreens. And then the pine cones. I don't want to use my glue stick timber with all these pine needles. Just that fast, it will seal itself shut. There we go. So are you all done with the holidays? Have you got your decorations put up? I didn't do a whole lot of decorating this year. I was just decorating by making, I made the gift tags this year, and it was so fun. And, you know, you just turn on some Christmas music and light a candle and make some Christmas tags. That was my Christmas. Yeah. Okay. Let's just get this on here. That looks nice. Okay. Okay, I think that's good. And I might have missed a couple of these pine needles, but I will just come back after I think it's had a chance to dry well. I can really see something happening right here. And here. And here. I guess I'm going to do some right now, huh? Okay, I can be at that for an hour. We're going to just go ahead and let it settle, and then I can come back and really tack that guy on. All right, let's do the larger tree first. How's this glue book doing? I think it's okay. And these trees, snowy pine trees, are in my collection. I'm going to be giving away a collection on when I have my giveaway for 1,000 subscribers. Yep. I think that would be fun. And if you want to take my printables and put them in a journal and sell it, or put them on greeting cards and sell it, you go right ahead. There's the specific instructions, you know, it's like, I don't know how many or how much and all that. PM Artist Studios takes care of that for me. But I just remember when I read it, it was like, yeah, no one's going to have a hard time with that. That's going to be fine. I'm still seeing these, you know. I just put the glue down. Step away from the glue. All right. As I said, I'll come back to that. But I like this. I do. This could use like something under it. I don't really have what it takes to do it, but when we're not going to get this journal done today, and we'll do it together, but they need something to stand on, a little something. We'll get the watercolor pencils out and we'll work on that. I think I can take this off now, and that'll help make it a little easier. All right, I like these pages. Now these are really ready for something having to do with writing. And I think we're going to together work on maybe some ways that we can add writing space. So we're going to just save those. I'm not thinking they need decorating, but I'm not doing it. I know they need something. Okay. Love these two. Love the snow. I'm going to leave these. I like these words. Let's get something colorful though. How about this? Now here's another envelope with a window. And you can see I've got the holly and I got a couple of trees there. So that's fun. Okay. Yeah, let's glue that on. And this again was from an envelope. I'm saving more and more. Two things: envelopes and pharmacy bags. I just love the crunch when you turn a pharmacy bag into a double pocket. And I've done that in a couple of my videos, and we'll be doing it again, I promise. I love the way this blue plays off of this. And yet the book page harmonizes nicely with this. It was scrapbook paper, but it is paper. It's not cardstock. And I really like that. And I got that from the Craft Warehouse. So, and I didn't get it recently. All right. Good. This really needs something. It really says writing space to me. Let's see. One of the things we're going to be making in an upcoming video is some belly bands. And I think a belly band with something, like a journaling card like this would be great. And then maybe just ink up the edges. We'll see. We'll see. And then I think I'm going to save this then for writing space. And here we've got this and this. Let's do something on this snowflake page. How about her? I think she looks great. I made some faux postage. And this is it was supposed to be an Arctic fox, but it's really a regular colored fox. I don't know what those foxes are called, those beautiful orange foxes, but it's fine. Okay. Give it a good press. Art glitter glue dries pretty fast, but it's got to be able to make connection with whatever you're gluing it on, and that's why I like to really press it down. I see people press it down with their bare hands, but before I would be this far into my video, my hands would be practically glued together. So, okay. And see, that'll be nice with when we go to stuff it. Okay, another white sheet. And I love this. I think I'm going to leave this. What can we do on this all white sheet? Let's see. I'm heading over to some of my book page. Let's work on maybe some music note paper. I should put that right in a journal. I think I'm going to save that. You don't get pages to come out of a hymnal quite that well usually. Yeah, that's more like it. Okay. I'm going to tear. Let's move this for a moment. And grabbing my acrylic ruler. And let's tear it down here. I don't think I'm going to use this whole thing on the one page, but let's get it with these margins off a little bit, and then we can sort of see what we've got going. Wrong hand. Oh, let's try it this way. There we go. And I'm going to take some of this white off. Okay. Now maybe I'm just going to kind of go almost in half here. And let's see what that does. Let's glue that down. Get the, ooh, I kind of like this side better because the number, let's do that. The other side, the number got a little bit cut off. All right. So a friend of mine, Patty, she is doing an altered book, and I'm just fascinated. It's coming along great. So I think it's Patty's Paper Art, but if you just put in Patty's, it comes up. And I just love what she's doing. So if you've ever considered an altered book, take a look over there. I think you'll like it. All right, let's get just some book page here. And this is from a dictionary. From the front, like this dictionary was like a junior high dictionary. And so the first, I don't know, 25 pages was just kind of some grammar and some hints about spelling and things like that. So I thought that looked nice. Okay. One more, maybe I've got this. Now this is this. Yeah, let's do that. Let's put a couple of these on. We're just kind of making ourselves a little collage. I think I have more of this. I'm sure I do. Yeah, I do. See? That's my signature up there. Yeah, we don't need that. We don't need that. Okay. Maybe over here? Because I don't want to cover up that number, at least not yet. I think this is getting a little gluey. Let's go to the next page. An old advertising book that came in the mail. There we go. Okay. And maybe I've got, now this is, I'm gonna tear this up a little bit. There we go. And let's give this, how do I'm leaning back so I can kind of see. Yeah, I like that. Whoops, I'm getting so excited. Throwing my glue stick. All right. And maybe another one of those. Let's get the art glitter glue closed up. There we go. I like that. Let's put that on here. These are all these pieces are from my kit, and I had printed some out because I made that border page. Where is that? Oh, for heaven's sakes. Well, here it is. And so these were some of the leftovers from that. Yeah, use your imagination and get things on that. Oh, I like that. Get things going on your page that's not exactly expected. I'm sorry, I'm talking slow. I'm thinking and talking at the same time, and that's not always. I'm not thinking about the same thing that I'm talking about. But yeah, take the kit and don't just say, okay, well, this is a journal page, done. This is a pine cone, done. No, use things in unexpected ways. Print some on cardstock, print some on coffee dyed paper, print some on plain old printer paper. I mean, and really, have a go with it. Have fun. All right, now I like this pocket here. Love those flowers, but I'll tell you what I'm thinking. Let's grab another one of those flowers. And how about like this? Isn't that nice? I think so. And one more leaf. Yeah, that's a different look. Let's do that. Glue stick. Let's do the leaf first. Down a little bit. There we go. So you don't have to have your pocket decorations just stop at the margins of the pockets. Get some pockets decorated, but then take some of the same and let it run. Whoops, let's cover up that leaf stem. Let it run right off the pocket. And this pocket has where I stamped it in pink with a music notes, and we've got music notes here. So, I mean, this is just coming together. I love it. Oh, I love it. Okay, now let's go into some of the images from the artificial intelligence. Like, how about these squirrels? Aren't they fun? Let's get those down. And all I told the artificial intelligence was I wanted 2 squirrels in winter. And that's what it gave me. And on the AI engine that I'm using, or whatever it's called, it when it comes up with making an image trying to follow your directions, it gives you 4. So like it gives you 15 credits. And those credits, I mean, there's no cost involved, but the 15 credits put you in the front of the line so that you're not waiting a long time for the creation process. But then after 15, then you'll find that you may have to wait even 5 minutes for it to come up with what you're doing. However, I work at night, so if I'm trying to do something like this at like maybe 4 in the morning, there's no wait. Nobody else is using it. All right, now I've got this man. Now, because we're going to have stuff coming out of the pocket. Maybe faux postage. I like that. Here's 2. I think the 1 is good. Let's get that on. And you know what I'm going to do with this? I'm going to ink up the edges. Yep. I am getting my Aquamarine Archival. And I'm just going to ink up the edges of this stamp. I had already inked up the edge of that pocket. And the squirrels, I like them just the way they were. Okay. Get this back out of my way. And let's get this stamp on. I just told the AI that I wanted faux winter postage. in a watercolor style. And I think that's pretty. I'm thinking about a label, or I could do another postage, but I've got some labels. Hang on. These are labels I made. Some of them are definitely winter. Now this is a little grouping of labels. Oh, I like that. Let's do that. Yep, a little grouping of labels. Now, if you look close at these labels and postage, you'll find that it makes up symbols, like that's supposed to be money, or that's supposed to be words. But if you tell it that you want the word winter, you want the word Arctic, you want the word snowflake, 9 times out of 10 it'll get that. Sometimes it doesn't spell it exactly right, but most of the time it does. Okay, so the pocket has kind of become a part of the page instead of just being on the page. Can you see that? And I really, really like that. And this was a plain white page, and I think we made it look beautiful. There's nothing plain about it now, is there? And once we stick, you know, a tag in, won't that be lovely? But let's let it dry before we stress it out like that. Okay, I think we can do maybe one more page. I'm gonna skip a few because, like I said, I want to do some belly bands with you and things like that. So I mean, I definitely don't have all the ephemera done. This is a pretty background, but it is a background. I wonder if I stick my glue book under here without gluing it to the book, if I could do the edge without just getting it everywhere. You know, ink up the edge, and I'm going to use the cobalt because I think that goes with this blue better. So I'm using the cobalt blue, and I'm going to try, let's try putting it in this way. There we go. And let's see what we get here. I like it. Yes, I do. Okay, I'm not going to try to do the middle. Once it's all said and done, if we look at it together and we think, no, that needs to be done, but I already like this much better. Okay, should we see about maybe doing like we did and incorporating a pocket? I think I have some more plain pockets that I didn't quite get decorated. If not, I have like this. Let's pull this out. I've got this piece of cardstock. All right, not that nuts about the green with the blue. Yeah, no. Good thought. Let's try another one. I'm sorry that you can't see where I'm reaching, but this is a different one. Oh, well, but I do like this better. And it's got nice straight lines that I can cut. What do you say? Let's do that. I'm going to cut it right along here. And then right along here. That should be straight. Wrong way. Okay. Let's ink this up. We're cooking on gas here, folks. Let's get a hole punch in it. There we go. This will bring the blue Tell you what else I'm going to do. Since we've got it in our hands, I'm going to take this heavier corner rounder and I'm going to round just the two bottom edges just to give it a different look. Yes, it kind of looks like a shirt pocket, doesn't it? Don't you think? Okay, let's glue her down and then we'll decorate. Yes, sir. Ah, I covered up all my paper towels. There we go. I'm reaching, folks. Sorry. Just trying to keep us in some reasonable space. There we go. All right. And I think we've got time just to decorate this up. Obviously, we're going to have more work next time we get together. I definitely want to make some belly bands. We never did the front that I want to do for a, I like these blue flowers. But I know we just did that look. So let's see if I can stretch my imagination just a little bit more. Got these blue flowers. Caught a leaf, that's fine. And I've got some sprigs in here. See if we, ooh, yes, yes. All right, now if I can find a sprig, that would be great. Here's one. That'll be a different look. And then I've got one leaf. Let's get another leaf. A bud. Are you keeping up? And maybe a pink flower. Why not? I'm gonna see if I can grab another leaf. All right, let's see what we can do with this. Thank you, blue flowers. Now, I say we get the leaves down, but I want to set this guy up so I kind of have some direction here. And we're going to give him this. All right, let's get that much done. And we'll just keep building. I'm going to put the lid on the art glitter glue. Now I'm going over the top of the pocket, which means I'm kind of gluing the pocket down, but I think in that little corner will be okay. Don't you think? Now I'm going from the inside out on this flower because it's not as pokey as pine needles, but if you're not careful, it'll tear your glue stick up. That's nice. I'm liking that. Okay, now I'm going to grab another leaf right about here. I think so. And get this blue flower. Yes. And again, we're working the pocket into the background, which I love. Don't you? Don't you just love that? Say you do. And here, so I'm going to put a leaf about here and a bud about here. All right. This guy. And now this flower. I didn't forget about that pink flower. We could even put the pink flower up here with the leaf. Let's get a little leaf. Oh, another sprig. Nah, I want a leaf. There. Nice. Oh, what's this? Another leaf. Well, back in the bin. Here we go. All right, flower is trying to stick to the glue book, but we're not going to let it. Oh, I see what happened. The glue the flower kind of gouged the glue. And so then glue got under. And I've got a little petal that's folded over. Oh, for heaven's sakes. I'm going to leave it. And later I can come back and just touch it with a little bit of pink. It looks like a petal folded. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. I don't mind it folded, but there was like a little glue blob on it. I didn't like that. All right. Maybe a little label of some kind over here. Let's see. Something that says winter, like this. What does this say? Oh, it says photorealistic. Yeah, that's how it comes out sometimes. Here's another one of those groupings. Oh wait, I see around something. What are you? Oh yeah, let's do that. Let's put those there. I'll try to hold them up once I get them glued on so you can sort of see. But again, these I did faux advertising labels in winter. And I think it did a good job. Okay. Well, judging by the amount of gluiness of my hands, I have a feeling we've come about to our time here. I want you to be able to see that though. Can you see the little labels? I think this page came out nice. All right, let's see how far we are just to the middle. Look, here's the middle. So we did great. Well, thank you for sticking with me through this whole video. Please remember to hit the like, subscribe if you haven't. Today's a perfect day to subscribe and it's free. Right down here is another video that's been picked out just for you. I'll see you there. Bye.